Hey there, everyone. I wanted to just show you guys our new curriculum. We will be starting this in a couple weeks. And so I wanted to give you guys a heads up on what to expect and the things that I'm really excited about, as well as some really good helps that it gives us in order to teach our students well during children's church. So so let me turn this around maybe not. Okay. So the new curriculum that we're going to be using is called the Biggest Story curriculum. It is put out by Kevin D. Young and Crossway. And there's some really cool things about this. So what this does, it actually takes students through a 2-year curriculum. There's 104 Bible lessons for kids, and it takes them through the entire Bible. I really like this curriculum for a couple reasons. One of them is the fact that we will be able to use this curriculum for both our preschool class as well as our elementary age kids. And I really like that because then for families who have kids maybe in both classes, their students are going to be learning the same lesson. So if they were to ask their kids after a Sunday morning, hey, what did you guys learn? Both their preschooler and their elementary age student should be able to tell them what they learned, and it's going to be the same story. I really like that. It's also really nice for a kind of seamless transition when kids move up into the next class. So this teaches on the Pentateuch, which is the first 5 books of the Bible. There's history, then poetry, prophets, gospel, Acts, the letters, and then Revelation. So in 2 years, they're going to be covering in depth the entire Bible. One of the things that I also really like is that each week during the lesson, there is going to be a gospel connection. And so we want to make sure that we point this out when we are teaching. It is what does this story have to do with Jesus? We always want to be mentioning the gospel. And so that is one of the things that I also really like about this curriculum is that every lesson points to Jesus and the cross. And makes a connection in some way. So make sure that we are teaching that specific point of our lesson. So you guys have the new curriculum in your files in the rooms. One of the things I also did was to print off a few pages, and it's a pamphlet that looks like this, and it says how to use this curriculum. So this is going to go through and actually teach you or show you what the different elements of your lesson are, and then they actually have suggested 30-minute or 40-minute or 60-minute class time and what the different elements that you can choose from. So like the elements are there's before the lesson, there's big picture, there's telling the story, there's how to teach the story, the gospel connection, which I mentioned earlier, ways to discuss the curriculum, there's activities, and then there's crafts. And so there's a lot of things to choose from. One of the other things that they offer, and I printed a whole bunch of extra, and I will put them in our cabinets and our file folders as well, are these. And this is like a worksheet where you can build your own plan. And so this will help you lesson plan for your time with the students, and it has the lesson components, and it gives you kind of a time frame so that depending on what you're doing, you can kind of build your lesson plan. And I think that'll be really helpful for keeping structure in our classes. 1 or 2 different elements that I want to point out specifically is there is a video element, and then there's also the Biggest Story Bible storybook. What I would like to do for preschool class is I would like every teacher to actually use the Biggest Story storybook Bible to actually read the lesson from. I want you to do this in addition to teaching the story. So you might read the story from the storybook Bible, and then you're going to teach it, do your gospel connection, and then move on to the activities. So no video options for the preschool class. But for the older kids, the elementary school, we are working on making sure we have those videos available to you if you'd like to use them. Curtis is working right now to figure out the best way to be able to show those videos. So I will let you know once we get that ready, but I'm hoping to get that all set up and ready to go by the time we start, when we roll this out in a couple weeks. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I think it'll be a really good curriculum. There are a lot of the worksheets and activities that they have given us. I've printed those copies off. You can also go to thebiggeststory.com, and they have like all those printable things like coloring sheets and everything for every lesson. They also have the video available there to view. So you can create an account and you have all that available to you if you want to preview what those things are. So yeah, so if you have questions, please let me know. I'm really excited about this. I think the kids are going to learn a lot through walking through the Bible. And yeah, I think that's it. Again, let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them here in our chat, or you can talk to me about it later. But I'm excited to see what God is going to do through this curriculum over the next couple years. All right. We will talk to you later. Bye.